The Great Tenochtitlan. It was founded on the island in Lake Texcoco, where the ancestors of the Mexican sound an eaglet perched on cactus. This being the origin of the nation shelf of Mexico. Its foundation was in 2025. It was on Lake Texcoco, where today is the center of Mexico City. Moctezuma Xochitlán. The conquest of Mexico. The conquest of Mexico was the subject of the Aztec Empire by the Spanish between 1390 and 1321. The Spanish arrived on the shores of Mexico in February 1390. The first place they arrived is the shores of the island of Cozumel. Hernán Cortés, Cuauhtémoc, Moctezuma Xocoyotzin, and La Malinche. Mexico's independence. The independence of Mexico was the consequence of the political and social process resolved with arms, which put an end to the Spanish rule. It began on September 1618, which of famous Grito de Dolores, made by the priest Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla. The moment for the independence of Mexico begins in the early morning of the September 1610 in Dolores, Guanajuato. The participants of the historic event were Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla, José María Morelos, Josefa Ortiz de Domínguez. The consummation of the independence of Mexico. The Chigarent army entered on Mexico City through plenty, and thus ended 11 years of long struggles that culminated with the independence of the Empire of Mexico. It took place on the September 27, 1821, in Mexico City. Those who participated were Agustín de Iturbide and Vicente Guerrero. Battle of Puebla. The Eastern Army defended the French force led by Charles Federlin Lettre, Count of Lawrence, in Puebla. Beginning on May 5 and 16, Battle of Puebla. It was in the vicinity of the city of Puebla. Participated Ignacio Zaragoza, Benito Juárez, Leonardo Márquez, Charles Federline Lettre. Mexican Revolution. The Mexican Revolution was an armed movement that began in the 1910 to end the dictatorship of Porfirio Díaz. The armed conflict occurred between in 1910 and 1917. In accordance with the sums of the San Luis Plain, the Uspring was debated on November 20 in 1910. However, 2 days early in the city of Puebla, on November 17, the Serdan of Brothers. Porfirio Díaz, Francisco I. Madero, Emiliano Zapata, Francisco Villa, Venustiano Carranza were to say would participate. The political constitution of the United Mexican States. It was the creation of laws to establish the federal system, the separation of powers, no re-election, the division of the legislative power into 2 chambers and the Permanent Legislative Commission. In 1917, In Mexico be the constitutional president, Venustiano Carranza. The oil expropriation. In the consistent of the legal appropriation of the oil, an act of nationalization of the oil industry to become the property of Mexicans, since it was exploited by foreign companies. One free day, March 1893. In Mexico, by President General Lázaro Cárdenas del Río. General Lázaro Cárdenas del Río. Tlatelolco Massacre. The Tlatelolco Massacre or Matanza is one the event that occurred during a rally held by students are now. It took place on October 2, 1968 in the Plaza de las Tres Culturas located in the Noancalco, Tlatelolco, housing unit in Mexico City. Students from UNAM and EPN participate and on behalf of the government, the President Gustavo Díaz Ordaz. Men and women are equal before the law. During this Congress, the document Declaration of Mexico in 1975 on the equality of the women and their contribution to peace was realized. January 3, 1975, 18 Mexico City Congress. The Union Congress.